Alright, my name is McAllister Hoffman, and this is my tutorial on how to edit or Photoshop pictures, which there are 6 of in this folder I have not renamed yet from my other project. And we're going to be starting off with this picture right here of Mr. Cody Pearson. Pretty muscular looking guy, I'd say myself, but what I'd like to add is that we can make him more muscular. And it's pretty interesting how we do that. This would be your final product right here. Through Photoshop, we take the first image, and that would be just a second. We'll take the original Cody image in Photoshop, and we used a lot of techniques to do this, but the one technique that is most important in this editing right here, of course, is the liquify. And if you didn't see that clearly enough, we went to the filter up here and we scroll down to the liquify. And what liquify does is it allows us to stretch certain parts of our image, and you can make the brush size however big you'd like it to be. And there you go. And that's how we gave Cody such massive bulging arms, of course, just like that. And then, of course, we edited everything else and made it all nice and perfect. And we can do this multiple times in whatever area we'd like. But it takes some time because you don't want it to look too messed up. Otherwise, you'll end up with a swirly. And how I got Ellie into this picture is not really important. That description will be in a different picture. I explain that in a different photo because I do the same thing, except that's the main purpose of that photo is that technique, as well as Cody's massive abs and pecs. So now that we're done with that one, we can just get rid of that. Let's see what we got here. Our second image would be the football image here. And we're going to bring that up in Photoshop as well. Let's see, we'll go with the original football image. And what I really wanted to showcase here was probably the lasso effect, or the lasso tool is what I meant to say here. And what you can do is you can take this tool right here, you can outline whatever you'd like. In this case is Landry Pearson's head, whatever. We take it and we can move it out right here. You just take his head off. Pretty simple. But then you're left wondering, well, what do we do with this white space? And after I take Dylan's head and I move it over here, well, part of his head, and then I take Landry's head again, I lasso it again, I'll just circle it for now, I move that here, not yet, dang it, and we'll undo that. Alright, sorry about that. Now we'll take it off. Well, now we got these giant white spaces, of course, and I didn't outline that very well. If I were trying to do it perfectly, it'll look a little better. But what we can do is we can go back and we can take the stamp effect here, and you just go to the stamp tool right here, and you click on it, and then you go to a space you'd like to copy, say this area right here. You click Option or Alt, and then you click, and then what that will do is it will copy that part of the picture, and then all you gotta do is click again, and it works out pretty perfectly usually, although it takes a heck of a long time to do it all. And then you can continue to fill that space in, and there won't be a white space anymore, which is nice. I forgot to click off the lasso, that's why that wasn't working. Always remember to click off the lasso and then use the stamp, and then you'll get that to copy pretty perfectly. You just fill that in, just like that. And it's a really nice tool in case, you ever want to take anything out of a picture and make it look like it was never there in the first place. You can copy that background and fill in that space. So it's pretty simple but very effective, and I suppose there are probably better ways to do it, but that's just the one I'm showing right now. And that is how we got this final product over here, where I switched Landry's and Dylan's head, and that came out looking pretty nice. And there's me right there, but that's not important. I didn't play football very well. Alright, now that that's out of the way, the stamp tool, by the way, comes up quite frequently. It's one of my more treasured tools, so we'll be seeing that a lot, most likely. Let's open this one real quick. Right here. Alright. This is the original picture of my face after I took a nice shower. And as you can see, there are quite a few blemishes, and there is a very, very simple, easy, effective way to fix that. And what I'll do is I will bring that picture up right now. This is the final picture. And of course I edited it to make myself look really messed up and creepy if I don't already, which most people would agree I do. But again, I used the stamp tool right there, and I just copied my eye repeatedly, and I whited it out. I took more time to do it though, so it doesn't look very good, but you get the general idea. And then what I did was I took the spot healing brush right here, this tool right here, and what you can do is you can go over any blemishes that you have in any of your pictures, and it kind of takes the surrounding colors of the picture and it repeats them or copies them to erase the blemishes, almost like the stamp tool, but a little different. It's very helpful in getting rid of those pesky blemishes, I'd say so. It also helps blend things a little better too if you'd like to do that. Make some pretty freaky stuff. But anyways, the point of this video here, or not the video, but this part of the tutorial is the brush right here. It's pretty useful, but not unless you use it for a purpose, because it's not like we're 4 anymore. We're not just drawing little drawings, but you can add little touches to your pictures, and then you can use the other effects to make it look like it was supposed to be there, like the liquefy, and then I can take that and I can make that line distorted however I'd like, and I get this nice little curve over here that I had in my eye that makes it look like I'm just a little dead on the inside, I'd say. But no, the main purpose of this part of the tutorial was probably the blemishes, I'd say so. Not really much else here besides that. I have to apologize, I'm just getting over this cold. I think we're done with this image. Don't save that. And what we'll do, open, let's go with the Pepsi image. Regular Pepsi bottle, or cup, looks like a cup to me. Picture of a cookie tin, Pepsi cookie tin. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to make this kind of ironic. I wanted to have the woman on the top of the tin drinking Coke. So what I did is I file, open, took this Coca-Cola picture right here, and I used the quick selection tool, and I selected this image. I'm not going to do a really good job here, but it might come out working out pretty well. And what I did is I said layer via copy right here. And that makes a copy of this image. And then if I pull the tab down, I can take that image and drop it over my other picture. No, I didn't cut that out very well, as you can see there, but if I took my time, it would come out a lot better. And then what I can do is I can go to image, not adjustments, edit, transform, scale. And I can scale this image down to size, however I'd like. And it's not going to come out perfect, of course. Always say apply. Now I need to rotate it. I go down, transform, rotate. I rotate it like so. And then of course I'd scale it repeatedly. And then another one of my favorite areas of Photoshop would be the apply, the adjustments area, where you can do the hue and vibrance, saturation, all that good stuff. And what I did here is that I increased the yellowness. I kind of just made everything a little lighter, if you know what I mean. Just to kind of give it that older effect that the rest of the tin has on it. And if you look right now, that looks pretty good. It looks like the colors match up pretty evenly. It's got that nice overall shine on it. And then of course we'd make that smaller like it fit into her hand. And then there's the irony behind it because the Pepsi girl's drinking a Coke, and that's pretty funny, I think. So, main point of this part was probably the quick selection tool. How to use that right there effectively. Don't X that out. There we go. Alright. What do we got here? The second to last picture. Mr. Jackson. I'm pretty sure that's Jackson. Here's the final product right here. I add a little color to my dollar bill, and I used the text tool to describe what I thought he might be thinking in this picture, because he doesn't look very happy. I mean, if I sat on a bug, I'd probably look like that too. Alright, so how I did that. Open. Let's go back to Mr. Jackson. 2, no, 1. There we go. Oh boy. Let's get that back up here. What I did is I went to adjustments, and this one was basically all about hue, saturation, and all that good stuff, all the adjustments right in here. And of course I used my friend the lasso tool again, and I did a rough sketch. Got out of his face here. And you can mess with these as much as you'd like. It takes quite a while to get some of this stuff down. But I kind of just, gave him a little tint to his face. Made it look a little more like skin. Not a whole lot. Just enough, though. And then I did the same thing with the rest of the picture. And like I said, you gotta mess with it quite a bit. Come on. Open. Nope. It's probably over here. No. Where did she go? Well, we'll X out of this for now. Huh. Well then, does not want to open up for me. It's down here. There we go. All right. So like I said, it takes a lot to get the image to where it is now. You just bring out a lot of the colors and the text box. I did not show you how to do the text box, but I can do that with the next image. So what we'll do here is we'll bring up the next image. Where's Photoshop? There we are, right there. Open. Alright. So the main purpose of that last picture was probably the text box. And I didn't even get to show you that. But there she is. Right there. And this is helpful because you can just type whatever you'd like. Text right there. And what I'd like to type here is I had too much fun last night. Something pretty simple. And now you can change the color over here to whatever you like. I'm a black kind of guy. And no, I didn't mean that as in my skin color. I mean like I like the color black. Yeah. Not doesn't pop out as much, but it's nice. And then what you can do here is you can change the how many points the font is or the text. Bold, italic, black, italic, all that good stuff. The type of text, or I'm not really into Japanese stuff, but I suppose what? That's not what I said. Huh, weird Japanese symbols. Okay. You can make it a crisp font, strong, all that nice stuff. There's so many things you can do with this. I'll center it over his forehead. Colors right there. So it comes in handy. Lots of people, when they Photoshop pictures, they like to put words in, and that's how you do that right down there. Pretty simple, but really nice tool to use. This picture though, what we got going on here is the whole saturation adjustments thing again. Where is it? I didn't click off of it. There we go. That's why. Huh. Well then, what am I not getting at here? We'll just go like that. Nope. Obviously doesn't want to work for me. Well, there you have it. Let's try opening that again. We'll open this one. There we go. Now, I messed a lot with this picture. The reasoning behind this picture is that I wanted to make it look like it was an older picture. Kind of like the good old Polaroid, first Polaroid cameras that took pretty poor pictures. And I thought it looked pretty cool. Just giving it that nice, terrible tinting. Just like so. Not really black and white, but not the best color quality. It's kind of a little color lacking, I guess I'd call it. What haven't I done yet? Hue saturation. There we go. You get the general idea. And I don't know. I don't have much to say about this picture. I think I said about everything I wanted to, but looks kind of old to me. That's all I'm saying. Looks pretty nice. I don't think I have anything more to add. So, there you have it. All the wonderful photoshopping techniques that I came up with over the last 6 days. All that great stuff right there. Got a lot of neat stuff going on. Put these two right next to each other so you can see these again. So just so I can refresh myself, the main purpose of these pictures was the lasso tool. Using the lasso tool to cut out stuff and move it. The main purpose of this one was the liquefy. Liquefy, that's correct. This picture here was the words, the text. Even though there's a lot of, it's a better example of the adjustment, hue, saturation, and all that good stuff. Probably should have been a better example. This one here, the paintbrush tool, and the stamp tool, the hue and saturation again, and the, what was that one? The quick selection tool. I always forget the name. That's what that one was for. And then this one was just all hue saturation, the best example of that. And that is my tutorial over my Photoshop images. Thank you for watching for the last 21 minutes and 30 seconds.